welcome to Setting Up Backtrack with your host Daniel. Okay, let's just get right into it. So obviously I am doing this on a sandbox or VMware player. Obviously once you've gone through your BIOS on your computer, this will look pretty much the same. So please just ignore this. Okay, from here, obviously this is the very start, and to start it just click enter. And here we have the different options. We have default boot, which we're going to use, no networking, no drive, no DRM drivers, safe mode, run a memory test, and boot the first hard disk first. So let's go ahead and boot the primary hard drive. Obviously this just takes a little bit. Okay, here we have Linux going through a system check, making sure all the computer's components are in reach for Backtrack to run. Just taking its time. Famous, the quieter you are, the more you're able to hear. Famous slogan from Backtrack. Obviously Backtrack is a sort of ethical hacking / hacking operating system. It does include cracking and hacking tools for network administrators, system administrators, people like that, or if you just want to muck around on your network at home, just be safe. Okay, here we have the startup. This is where we can run commands, bash commands in for Linux, but we want to use a graphical user interface. So to do that, we are going to type start X and click enter. But first, I just want to show a simple bash command, cd / so that's cd root directory, so change directory to the root. Obviously that was no fun. Okay, start X, I'm going to type in now to start the graphical user interface, and we're off. Enter. Takes a while. Obviously, if you're booting this off a USB rather than a CD, it will be faster. Just the increase in technology. Obviously, USB is faster than a CD. Okay, here we have the desktop for, well, the desktop GUI for Backtrack 5. Very simple. As we can see up here, we have the applications, places, system, and terminal, along with the date. So I'm just going to go through here. Wine, which is programs, accessories, simple notepad. You can browse C drive. Configure Wine, which is a certain Linux thing. Sound recorder. You don't need to worry about that. Dictionary, internet. Firefox is pre-installed. Graphics, which is a PDF reader. Backtrack, which is all your hacking tools, or your cracking and hacking, ethical hacking tools. And accessories, which is simple accessories, terminal, text screenshot, things like that. Places are your different directories. You can connect to a server, search for a file. System, preferences, administration, help. Preferences, let's just go appearance. Sorry about the lag here, it should disappear in a second. So obviously, like Windows, we can just change the graphical look of Backtrack. I think I'm just going to stick with the original. Okay, now we're going to install Backtrack onto your hard drive. So yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and click on that, and this will start the process of installation, which will mean that Backtrack will be permanently on your computer for further use instead of just running it off a USB or CD. So obviously we're just going to click English, not Spanish. Click forward. So that's the first step out of 7. Hooray, that's one. Here it's just setting up the clock. It's since I'm already connected to a network through Windows, and this is just a sandbox, I have an internet connection straight away, so it automatically knows what time. But you guys won't have the time, so just click whatever country you're in, city, and click forward for your time zone. Here we have the keyboard layout. So suggested layout, I suggest USA, since it's pretty much universal, international, but obviously you have all your countries and languages there for you to test, and it's just a simple test box where you can type in just to test the keyboard, see if it works, I guess. So I'm just going to go forward. takes a little bit. Okay, now we have the prepared disk space. So obviously just erase and use the entire disk. If you want it to be primary, or if you want to specifically partition your drive, you can. And this should start installing pretty much soon. Just give it a second. And then we have the ready to install installation button. Obviously I'm not going to click it because I already have Windows on my computer, but when you're installing it, all you have to do is click that button and you're off, you're installed. Once it's installed, follow the simple on-screen instructions and you're done. Thank you very much. This has been a tutorial for Linux for Noobs. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you.